I'm on the red carpet of 24 Business Conclave, and I have a special guest with me now, Mr. Ashok Pamidi, former CEO of NASCOM Foundation. Hi, sir. Happy to have you here. Uh, 24 is conducting a conclave like this for the first time, and many people are coming here and from different sectors, and they are talking about their business, their ideas about their business, and they are sharing their thoughts also. And how do you feel about the sessions and everything?
So I think it's absolutely fabulous because I have never seen a television channel taking a lead on such a event, and I especially like the last two sessions. The one which I participated, which is basically on AI, disruption, because when AI is becoming ubiquitous, it makes all the more sense for television channels like yours. And anyway, you've already been disrupted, right? Because you are already in various ways you are using AI. And I think who else but channels like yours, which will really touch the masses, right? And I spoke about digital divide, and that digital divide actually can be lessened, okay, or can be removed totally if channels like yours take such initiatives.
About the last session, you talked about AI and AI-driven business transformation. And what about the future of AI in India as far as the business platform is concerned?
So I think in my panel I clearly mentioned that we are the talent hub of the world, right? We have about currently 4,25,000 people trained on AI, likely to go up to another 1.2 million in the next 3 years by 2027. We are considered as I would say, a talent factory for AI in the world. Startup ecosystem is also very powerful in AI. So all in all, I think the story is going to be very buoyant. We are going to disrupt many enterprises the world over, and we ourselves are going to disrupt ourselves as we go forward in the coming years.
We see that AI is being used in every sectors, especially in India. But at the same time, on the other side, it has some demerits also. So what kind of idea to be given to the public?
See, one of the things is that, we clearly say that you have to be careful, right? You have to ensure that your house is safe and secure. You don't share your passwords, you don't share your OTP. In the same token, in AI, when you're talking about it, you got to ensure that you are, careful. You don't try to unnecessarily start putting a lot of stuff on the social media which is not called for, because we call it as AI surveillance, right? Which they will basically they will come to know where all you're going. So certain things are there where you can definitely ensure that are completely switched off till regulators are becoming very strong. And let me tell you, world over, barring European Union to some extent, not fully, there is always, we are vulnerable. So as individuals, I'm talking about, to AI. So, we have what is known as deep fake problems, you have the voice cloning, right? And you can have targeted attacks because of through AI bots. So all sort of challenges could be there and will be there. Let's face it, it will be there. But I think channels like yours can start educating on what is deep fake, why is it happening, etc., so that people are aware that, I got to be careful, how I can avoid, if such a thing is there, what else to do. So those are some of the things which channels like yours can definitely educate people, and especially people who are not so literate. Okay, and I think it's wonderful that you are doing all these things, and we had some great discussions, and I think you are, I think you should continue to do this activity across, a couple of years, or maybe sometimes in your channel itself, so that more and more people get educated on all this stuff.
Thank you, sir. And one more thing, by 2047, we are dreaming that our country will become a developed country, and the transformation process is on. So how do you feel about that? The momentum is enough? Is it enough?
See, government can do only X, whatever be the government, central or state, right? It's the people which matters, right? You might come out with the best AI policy, for example, or the best startup policy, best education policy. Fine, but somebody has to learn, right? So I think individually we have to change. There's a mind shift has to change for many people, and that's something which we got to keep that in mind. And most important aspect is that we are finally, at the end of the day, while we are a democratic, socialist country, the fact is also there is capitalism, and we got to ensure that a wealth is created for all, and it cannot be at the hands of few. That's where the worry will be there. And again, a channel like yours can play a role, because the wealth has to be enjoyed by all, right? There will be the ones who are super rich, but we can't be only having super rich and the rest of them living in abject poverty. So that's something which we got to bear in mind, because when we're reaching 5 trillion, would each and every citizen enjoy the party? That's the question which is there.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing all the thoughts. Yeah, that was Ashok Pamidi, who was sharing his thoughts about business and the future of India.